so many drivers, so many race wins taken by a single driver, so much dominance, and that's what the sport of Formula One is. And so I think that, frankly, in terms of the development or the trajectory of Formula One as a sport, Max Verstappen's dominance might actually be doing more good than bad for Formula One fans in general, because as you say, it's sifting out those who don't really care about the sport and only really care about the drama from the fans who truly understand the beauty of it and can take appreciation of the more minuscule aspects and the more the minutiae of Formula One. Um, Amish, do you think that in order to be a true fan, you need to withstand these experiences?
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, part of being a true fan is finding enjoyment in moments where others wouldn't. So that's one thing. I mean, for me, you can always you're not always going to get an extremely exciting race weekend in and weekend out. And I think that if you can wake up in the morning at 8 a.m. to watch the Chinese Grand Prix, and if it was a bad race, but you still finished the race watching the podium with a smile on your face because maybe your team did well, maybe they didn't.
Mm.
Um, maybe that's part of it, and I think that's important because it
Amish,
shows you really appreciate the idea of a race happening. And then the
do you,
second part
no,
is I think oh, sorry, Ben, what was that?
no, please continue.
Oh, sorry. The a second very important part is understanding what's happened in the past because, like you said, F1 is defined by the 2021 season. I think it's defined by all of its past and its current state. There are so many different eras, and that's what makes F1 so beautiful because of how it's changing for the better, which doesn't take away how good it was in the past.
Is Formula One a bad sport for consumers?
Um, no, I don't think so. I think Formula One's great for everyone. It definitely, it's it's I it's not for everyone in the way that some people just are impatient, and I think it's difficult to get them into a position where they'll be willing to sit down and watch a whole race. I think some people were just born with a passion for watching F1. But you can sort of develop it over time. And I think that's what I love about F1 is that for me, I didn't expect to love it so quickly. I've always been interested in speed and cars. But as soon as I started watching F1, I sort of found such a strong passion for it so quickly. And I think for everyone, there is something in F1 that out there, maybe more for some than others, but there's definitely something.
Yeah, definitely. I think the way I came into it was just through being a year four student with my mum's tablet and like looking up uh Charles Leclerc like junior formula highlights on YouTube. It comes to you or it doesn't. I think it's just a concept that is it's difficult to stay loyal as a Formula One fan sometimes because you sometimes can predict the outcome before the race even happens, or you just go into it thinking, oh, this is how it's going to be all over again. But then you get those moments like the 2021 season, which is just that's the payoff for waiting. And we will get a moment like that again, not soon, but we will. And that's the beauty of it. We know that one day, as you say, we're going to wake up and we're going to watch the race, and it's going to be the best race we've ever seen in our lives, and we're going to be telling our kids about that because it'll be like, a cultural phenomenon, right? Those are the things that we live for as Formula One fans, and through that, as you say, we, sift through the bad times and we find the good from the bad in order to keep up that adoration of the sport which we so love. Am I speaking of the sport as a whole? I'm off on my exam soon enough, so I won't be doing this podcast again for quite some time until June. But I thought just before we leave, let's look forward to Miami. What is your podium looking like for Miami? Couple weeks time. I'm not going to be around to review it. We'll come back in June. What are you thinking?
I'm going to say a Red Bull 1-2
Hmm.
and Charles Leclerc podium.
Okay. Charles Leclerc over Sainz.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm thinking that I would want to bet on a. I'm just trying my best not to bet on a Red Bull 1-2. It's worked. It's worked one time. Can I make it a double? Can I make it two in a row where it works? I'm gonna say um Sergio Perez. I'm gonna say how about Checo wins it. Max Verstappen bad quali and is third. Carlos Sainz second, and Sergio Perez wins the pseudo street race type thing. That is Miami. Um, yeah, bold prediction.
Yeah, bold indeed.
Yeah. Have you got a bold prediction for me?
Uh, I'm gonna go somewhere down the midfield, actually, no, the end of the grid. For the points, um, oof, I'm gonna go with a Williams double points.
Oh, wow. That's big.
That's bold.
That
If
is
not
bold.
that, if not that, it's a Williams and points with Alex Albon
Points with Alex Albon at least. Okay, well, let's hope
at
for points
least.
with Alex Albon. Um,
Yes.
and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for
Thank
listening
you,
to
Ben.
In the Room. Um, yeah, it feels bad to be walking away from this, which I so enjoy. I'm just sitting here with you and talking about F1 for 40 minutes a week. But unfortunately, that's the nature of things. And as I alluded to earlier, it's the last episode in a while. But we will be back in the summer. We will be back bigger than ever and better than ever, for sure. We're going to refine our craft. We're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to make changes and we're going to make a masterpiece. So stick around and wait. Wait in hiding, ladies and gentlemen, for the return, the glorious, the grand return of F1 Isn't Real in the summer. I'm excited for it. I'm already missing this, Amesh, to be honest with you. Thank you for talking as always. And yes, thank you for being a part of this. I mean, it feels like it's the end, but it's not the end. It's a small break. And thank you very much, Amesh.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks, man.